Roll call of board members.
7 o'clock. Beverly,
Here.
Farley,
Here.
Prince.
Here.
Here.
Number 3, discuss and or take action on consent agenda. All items under this consent agenda will be heard collectively unless opposition is presented, in which case the contested items will be considered, discussed, and appropriate action taken separately. Minutes from March the 10th, 2026. Paying of bills, PSO, all accounts, rural water, all accounts, and waste connections, ONG, Nichols, Dixon, clerk, services, etc. I make a motion we do that.
Second. Yes.
I don't know which one of you guys to put as the second. Zane, we're gonna go with you, because you're closest. Beverly,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
and Prince.
Yes.
Perfect.
Number 4, discuss and or take action on any other mail or correspondence received. I make a motion we do that.
1 second. So we got our, to renew the PO box, it is $34 for 6 months or $68 for a year. Do we wanna do 6 months or a year on that?
Might as well do it a year, hadn't we? That way we ain't gotta do it so often, that way we ain't gotta worry about it.
No.
Just,
Alright, will you make a motion on that?
we make a motion to do that.
Anybody wanna second it?
Second.
And Beverly,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
and Prince?
Yes.
Perfect. Next thing, we got a letter from Paradigm. They do training for emergency response. Do we have an emergency manager?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
It falls on the mayor.
Mayor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a training if you, like an online training if you wanna do it. It doesn't look like there's any cost associated with it, but I just wanted to at least bring it up so that way you guys can see it. And then the last thing is we got a bill to renew Rachel Snyder's bond. I don't wanna assume, but do we wanna pay this bill?
No, cause she's already resigned since when Bill come in, so.
Okay. Alright. So, make a motion that we are not renewing
Yeah.
Snyder. Anybody wanna second that?
Second.
Beverly,
Yep.
Farley,
Yes.
and Prince.
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. That's all the mail.
So, I guess. You look at it.
Number 5, discuss and or take action on to authorize issuing a debit card for the town clerk for payment of waive accounting, subscription, and any other unnecessary or necessary expenses where ACH or check is not accepted. I'll make a motion that we do that because some of this they will not take a check on.
I'll second that motion.
'Cause we talked about maybe putting a limit on it for so much,
Right.
just for like the other things that's on down on here, y'all see that they will not take a check for.
Is there, do you guys wanna talk about what that limit would be here, so that way?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
According to the Purchasing Act enacted by the state of Oklahoma, the limit is $5,000.
Yeah, we don't even hear that though.
And you can go less.
Yeah, that's what I say, we need enough, cause there's just a couple of bills that they will not accept
Mhm.
checks on, you know what I mean, so.
It's becoming obsolete.
Yeah, exactly, it's like cash, people don't want cash on that base.
That's for the pipelines.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do we wanna go with the $5,000 limit that she said, or do we wanna set it lower?
I'd say set it lower.
Okay, what do we want that to be?
What's the biggest bill roughly we're looking at, probably in a month on them, you have any idea on that?
Honestly, Wave right now is $19 a month, but if we were to move that to annually, I believe it was like $120 a month. Adobe, which we'll talk about, I believe is like $45 to $50 a month. Obviously, there could be instances where, like, we were talking about the office chair. I have to go in person because they don't accept ACHs or, online checks, like, you can't pay with a check online. So in order for me to purchase an office chair, I have to go to Norman, Oklahoma City, wherever. If we have a debit card, then I can just order it online and have so the expense could vary. I don't know, as far as reoccurring monthly bills, at most, it would be 50 to 120. But if we wanted to set it at like 500, that would cover the office chair, more than enough for whatever.
Okay, but, well, it's not like y'all, we don't think we're not.
I think that's a good limit right there.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause, like I said, there's just certain things you cannot, they just don't take a check for nowadays, I mean, you know,
Okay.
I say we do a $500 limit, I make a motion, we do that.
Second.
Okay, Beverly,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Prince.
Yes.
Thank you.
Number 6, discuss and or take action to purchase subscription of Adobe Acrobat Pro for verification of open records requests and organization of town files. I'll make a motion, we do that.
And I can talk to that a little bit.
Yeah.
So, open record requests, sometimes there's sensitive information in some of our town documents, our account numbers, our routing numbers. If there's personnel files that it could have social security numbers, there's just information that should not be readily given to the public and requires redaction. Also, the scanning of the files that are on the thumb drive, that is so unorganized. With Adobe Acrobat Pro, I can go in and start actually organizing those files in a way to where it's actually searchable versus how they have it, which is it's a year, an underscore, and a letter. And that letter corresponds to nothing. There's like 500 pages in one little thing, and with Adobe Acrobat Pro, I can go in and break it out and say, okay, this is the bank statement for American Exchange Bank, whatever. But yeah, I believe it's like $45 a month for Adobe Acrobat Pro.
Cause basically everything we pay to have organized, they didn't organize it, they just put it on a deal and
They
said,
just scanned it and
Yeah.
threw it in there.
we can run that ourselves.
No, I've seen it. One file is an entire meeting packet. It's 165 pages long. It's
Yeah,
completely, it's
It
ridiculous.
wasn't supposed to be like that,
And
you know.
Adobe Acrobat Pro, I have that on my computer at the house. What it's going to allow her to do is extract individual pages and save them individually and reorganize and refile, and it's great. Yeah, I can redact sensitive information as well. I know what she's talking about. We both have it on our personal computers at home, but the town computer doesn't have it, and it's actually critical for a town clerk to have that software.
Yeah, so, does anybody wanna second that motion?
Second.
Thank you, and Beverly,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
and Prince.
Yes.
Number 7, discuss and or take action regarding office hours for town clerk. Jamie, go into that more in detail on what's more.
Yeah, so currently office hours are, I believe, Monday and Tuesday every week for 2 hours every day. The hours that were previously established conflict with my regular job. So I don't know the purpose behind like setting a weekly schedule on that, but I wanted to talk through if we could do maybe bi-weekly, once a month, have like a Saturday or Sunday where we're open for a specific amount of time. And then if somebody were to need me outside of like whatever hours we establish, it could be like by appointment. So say Cody, well maybe not you because you're a board member, but say Cody Beverly wants to talk to me about something, or he has a question and wants to turn over, I don't know, an open record request. He could either come during the regular office hours, but I don't wanna speak out of turn, but I don't know what, like why those hours were set previously. So I was just going to see if we could adjust what those office hours are, because Monday and Tuesday from 4 until 6 is not gonna work with my regular office job. So is there like a bi-weekly or maybe even like monthly schedule that we could agree to? What's the frequency that you guys would expect for me to be there? Is like bi-weekly work if I were to come like every other Saturday from 12 until 2. Like, would that work? Or would you want me there more or less?
I don't see why not, as long as it, I mean, your job comes priority over your town, because that you had that before you came here, and we worked around Rachel's schedule,
Yeah.
and that's why it was set 4 to
Gotcha.
6.
Yeah,
So I don't see why we can't work around your schedule
okay,
and do it when you need it done.
okay.
Make a motion, we do that.
Second.
Beverly,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
and Prince.
Yes.
And I will get a bi-weekly schedule up, I'll get it posted, at the barn, I'll tape over where those hours were on the sign, and I'll just put up what the new hours are, and then and then put by appointment only if you need me outside these office hours.
And it has our office number, so
Yeah.
they can leave you a message.
Yep, and just because that's my office hours doesn't mean that that's the only time that I'll be up there, sometimes my schedule flexes to where I can kind of be there more or less, and so. Okay, perfect, then ready, sorry.
Discuss and or take action on authorizing solicitation of bids for gravel and or road chip. I'll make a motion to do that, because we.
We gotta get better
we
than
gotta-
motion.
Yep.
Who wants to second that?
Cody, good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear ya. Beverly,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Prince?
Yes.
Perfect.
Number 9 is community comments. Anyone got anything to say? Any opinions? Anybody that does graveling or chipping, anybody know anybody? Cause I'm kinda really know one so far.
Yeah,
that's-
one.
I mean,
We might check with,
start on.
we might check with Owens,
That's. we'll have to
Lynn
sit
and
down
Gary
and
Owens there at
consider.
Paul Valley.
We need those bid, cause they give us 75,000,
Hey,
but
for Thomas
that kind of
Valley.
pushing, saying maybe that we need to add something with it or something, so we need to just kind of get with somebody, see how much a foot, and see, say, okay, we do this many streets, then figure out where we're gonna start at, yeah.
Last time county comes and did it, they did Main Street.
Yeah,
I don't think we need to do Main Street again, it just got redone.
no, there's something that's pretty rough, that's a lot
No,
worse
We
than
need
that.
to start.
I can ask the county commissioner for recommendations Monday morning. I film the county commissioner meetings every Monday morning, so I can ask
If
him.
there's
One out
anything
long,
filtered
Just for
in-
recommendations, companies, people, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do
And
the
get
work
some
first,
info.
first,
Send it over to
I'm
the
thinking,
email.
yeah, I will.
I'm
Pretty good, like we do,
I'm
we'll do the
thinking,
one
I'm
that's-
thinking Thacker, where it's grass and gravel, that one needs to be done
Like
first.
the one in front of
That's
Rachel's,
Cochran.
Yes.
and then the one by Charles's,
Yeah.
where the road,
And
the
then,
grass
I don't
was
know if y'all
grown
noticed
back
that over
over.
by, Leonard's, how bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about, we need to, I'm thinking start with the worst, and do the very worst first, and work our way toward the better ones, you know, and see.
Yeah.
We run out of money on the good roads, well, we run out of money, but they're okay, you know what I mean, and,
Just honestly, the one by Tommy's,
yeah.
probably if we can get a grader to run down it and scrape the sides up, he can bring the road back. It's just grew over it.
Right.
Rachel's, I don't know when the last time it had.
It's never,
Never.
it's gravel.
Yeah.
I've lived here since 1976, and honestly, that has always been a gravel road. It's always been treated like an alley when it's actually a street.
Yeah, I think we just start with the worst ones, and work our way toward the best ones, you know what I mean, and just kinda look at them and see, you know what I mean, and.
And I can print off like a map of the town and we can highlight like
Yeah.
which ones we wanna start with, so that way when the people come to get bids, we can, or to give us bids, they'll know exactly
Yeah.
what ones we want
Yeah,
them
'cause they
to
might be
look
looking
at.
at this street.
That
and then they'll worry about
washout
working on
road
everything. Hey, we gotta do a lot
north
more
here,
work on this
I
one,
think
you know.
it's, I can't remember what street it is. But it's washed out north.
Oh, Peanuts over
It's
there where
where,
he lives
uh,
at?
yeah.
Culvert.
There's
Culvert,
kind of a
that's it.
conflict of interest on that deal because the map shows the road, actually not even where the road is. And we've kinda talked about doing something to it, but he kinda got like, kinda, I don't know how to say.
They get a little sideways.
Yeah, like he didn't want nobody doing nothing to that road, that was all, it benefiting you guys.
It's a
but
town
it-
road. The town owns the road.
Yeah.
It's
But
on our
actually,
map.
the road's on the other side of the fence by the maps.
Huh?
Actually, that road is on his property by the maps.
Yeah, that's what old Michael Johnston says over here too. He says he owns that road.
No. actually,
There
that's-
used to be a
that's
road
straight
there.
through there, but I mean, if you
Yeah,
pull up
it's
the
a
map
street.
from Grady County Courthouse, it shows in red lines where the streets are, and actually, that's on, the street is on that side of the fence down there. It just, been that way for so long, nobody knew, it's, you know what I mean?
My grandparents lived right on
Yeah,
that, where
right.
that shop is.
It's been there for, you know, it's kinda like Rachel's deal, it's just never been done, and everybody kinda turned their heads, well, it's kinda what it is, but it's not right.
Yeah.
There's that street goes down through over there, there's alleys there, you know, there's a lot of alleys through everywhere that's,
And we gotta
Half of our,
realize-
some of our streets have been closed off, like, Allen and Juanita's Road
Yeah.
down there, they closed that off with the metal building, and that used to be a road, it used to go all the way through.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Right in front of Richardson's.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say some things have just went so long that it's not been changed, and everybody just thinks now, they assume that that's a law.
They
because-
assume it's their property is
Yeah,
what,
right.
it's what the deal is.
Culvert,
They assume they own it, they
maybe
don't.
Get with like a survey company
Yep,
and have them come over and just survey it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
if he wants to get crazy, we can just let the lawyer deal with it.
yeah. Yeah,
Because any town road can never be shut down.
Right,
Once
exactly.
it's a road, it's a road.
that's right.
Cause see, when we pulled up ours down on like the Hawking place, I didn't know, I thought that road was his, but it shows actually the road starts at the fence and goes over on that side, you know, and but that's on that hill stuff, so they might have, who knows, they might have slid over 100 years ago and said, hey, it's not feasible to do it
Soil
off the side of the
erosion.
mountain. Huh?
Soil erosion will do
Yeah,
that.
exactly, you know, and he may have a different opinion now, you know, so, hey, man, you're getting a good road out of it still, you know what I mean, so, and we,
Probably
nobody
one
trying
of
to
them
keep you
deals,
for
if it's
nothing.
messed up, they don't haul up through there, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Or
You know,
don't wanna take it.
Well, you know, I might have talked to him, say, you know, guy, you get a good road out of the deal, and they cost you nothing, you know.
Goes on down, it's shitty as hell.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they still keep yours from washing on the way, cause eventually it's gonna come up that hill, just keep on washing toward the highway, you know? And maybe he's had to change his heart by now, I don't know, you know, I mean, he's lived here a little while now, so maybe, you know, okay, I'll make a motion, we do that.
Beverly,
Yes.
Carly,
Yes.
Prince,
Yes.
Number 10, I'll make a motion with adjourn.
Second.
Both seconds.
Beverly,
But like I said, there's some roads.
Say yes.
Yes. Like that over there, I mean, they might wanna charge us a little bit more,
Yes.
'cause there's some holes
Yes.
and some
alright.
kings in it, might have to have
It is
some gravel thrown in or some
adjourned
asphalt.
at
It's adjourned, but it's not.